So you're thinking about joining the military when you're older. If you want to stay tuned, she joined when you were how old?
27.
So stay tuned if you want to find out. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into the topic, and that is joining the military when you're older. So you joined at 27. Let's go a little background. You are Nicole. She's new. We're here in Japan together. She watched the videos before boot camp, and now she's here stationed with me in Japan. So you joined at 27. Now you're here. What made you join?
Honestly, I just needed something new in my life.
And what did you do before?
Retail management. The joys of fucking retail.
So you're a people person. Say, where did you work at?
Models.
Models? What's that?
Models, like sporting goods on the East Coast.
I'm from the East, but I haven't seen Models.
What?
All right. I'm used to like Dick's, Sports Authority. It's like that though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Smaller scale. Always protected around the.
If you guys are from New York area, I'm sure that they'll know what Models is, but all right. Then what enticed you to join the military? Like just something different? Like was there a cool commercial? Was there a friend? What happened? Who conned you into doing this?
They had, when I was growing up, the Navy used like Godsmack.
Disturbed. It's not so a life, cool. It's an adventure.
Life. Liberty. And the pursuit of all who threaten it.
So in high school, I was U.S. Army JROTC.
Okay.
And then I didn't get a chance to go follow through ROTC.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, went to college, did all that stuff, and I was just bored.
Did you finish college?
No.
I'm not trying to hate on you. Because I think you're in a majority. And I'm not trying, I'm letting you know that because I made the 5 types of people that join the military. Mm-hmm. And if you read the comments, there's so many people that were like, I started college, I didn't like it. Started college, I didn't like it. And I'm not saying college is like a bad thing because obviously I'm in college, you know.
Yeah. I will say I was getting paid more as a civilian, but I wouldn't have gotten to Japan if I didn't join the Navy. Let's
talk about the pros and the cons of being older. I've made a video. I'll link it up there. Card. It's now since 2017. I made that. Mm-hmm. That was by myself. I had no subject matter expert. I'm talking to people as a 28-year-old in that video, where now you're fresh to the military and you can kind of talk more nuance to it.
So when I go into boot camp was January 9th, 2018. I knew I was going to go there with 17, 18-year-olds. How being more mature gets you somewhere, but at the same time it's like, man, physically, there should be a lot faster than me.
Yeah.
It's just a battle of like, just keeping up.
Okay.
But
physically though, not mentally, not maturity.
Yeah. So physically, boot camp, I was a little worried about, man, am I going to really finish boot camp? But since boot camp, I've always finished top. But it's more motivating when you're a lot older. Yeah. Because you want to show not only to a lot of people around you, but people to yourself. Like, hey, I can still keep up with people half my age. Yeah. At this point, I don't think any 17 or 18-year-olds are as active as I am. Yeah. I am active duty military, but I'm at the gym 4 a.m. and then after work and all this great stuff.
And there's a lot of people that don't do that. Like, I could go run a PRT anytime when I was 18, and I'd be like, yeah, let's go. You know, and then, like, as you get older, like how I am, I have to incorporate the gym into my workout, or into my schedule, because I can run a PRT, but if I want to do as well as I want to do, you have to be able to like be in the gym and do that. What other pros do you have as far as not just the working out, not just boot camp, but like as you've been in the Navy so far? You're still very junior. You've been here, what, 8 months?
Since August 2018.
Okay, so you've been here a good while. Mm-hmm. What benefits do you see as far as you being older versus someone that's maybe newer?
Just management of just pressure, management of your time, management of what you do on your daily basis. Because a lot of the young ones, 18, 17, they're no longer with their parents, right? Yep. So they go out drinking all the time. Yeah. And just put everything on the back burner. But for me, I really want to be here. So my job comes first. Yeah. So you don't see a lot of people going to clinic or doing before the sunrise, but you're more motivated because you're older. You have more to prove.
I was gonna say, because you're in retail management, right? So
Yeah.
you've had to deal with customers that are difficult. You've had to deal with employees that are difficult or bosses that are difficult. And now you've taken that experience and you're able to apply it to the military. Because I want to take the gap between like civilian world and the military, because it all comes into like the same common ground. You have to talk to people and coordinate. And so was that a benefit as well for you?
Yeah, because basically our patients are our customers. If you don't know what an ICE comment is, you will as a corpsman.
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of joining when you're older, because I know I covered it in my last video, some of the cons. And my mindset of the cons are you're going to be older and you're going to have to get over some stuff of like you're clumped together in the military based on rank, not by age. So what's your thought process?
So I'm a corpsman, so I work with a lot of doctors, PAs, nurses, officers that are younger than me, and I turned 28 in Iwakuni actually in September. And so I have 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds who are officers already, and I'm following in their footsteps. I have to present to them, I have to talk with them, I have to give them a level of respect that an LSD is when it has to deal with an officer. I don't have, for me, the whole age thing, it doesn't come into work. I just do my job because I like my job.
It's your role.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hard pill for me to swallow when
I can't.
No, but like listen here, like you're E3 now.
Yeah.
I'm E6. I'm an IEC, you're a regular corpsman. But I have the same barrier of like, shoot, me and this doctor graduated the same year of high school. We made different choices. Now he's making how much more than I? You know, and you're like, shoot, that could have been me. You know, like it is hard. I'm 28.
So you're 28. I'm turning 28. You're already an E6. I'm still a little old E3.
It's just one of those things, like, we all have different paths, and that's kind of what I want to convey in every video I have. Yeah. Like, it's not about the rank and all that. It's hard because money is attached to rank, but I guess it's like just pride in your job is hard. You know, it's hard to, put that to the side and be like, I'm a professional person, whether my rank is like an 05 or whether it's an E3, you know, I think that's a hard thing.
I think the true testament, like, for everything that I do is, it's me. Like, I want to be a better corpsman, I want to be a better enlisted, and so when new corpsmen come to the clinic, I'm always open to be like, hey, here's how you do it. It's going to take you some time. The whole reality is they want you to get your stuff right. Yeah. But I will give you some leeway, like, hey, this is a lot to take in. You've got PQSs, you've got providers up your ass to make sure you're doing vitals. Providers are gonna scrutinize everything you do because they want to see you as a corpsman. Yeah. Because what's the point of having a really crappy corpsman and it's not helping them help a patient? Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just how you view things.
I'm so glad you said that because literally there's some people like, is this job good or that job good, or is the military a good choice? And I'm like, man, that's like so much perspective that someone like you that comes in and is like, I joined later in life, but I'm loving this. Yeah. And then there's somebody that's like 22 that's like, man, I did this and I hate this, and I'm like, dude, it's just perspective, and it's so hard to portray that in a video all the time. Because if you're that person that's pessimistic, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have a really bad time. Comments all the time where there's people that say, is it too late? Because it's at a certain point where they're like, Nikki, I'm 26, 28, and like, what do you think now, your perspective, because we just covered that, what's your perspective now? Like, is it too late, or do you feel like, I mean, I'm someone in that's going on 11 years. You're your first 2 years, So what is your idea on that now that you're in?
Perspective. That's all I can't tell anyone what their lives were, but I can go by experience. It's just like, it's never too late. I keep an active lifestyle because I have to. That's what I know. If you're not,
you bring up a good point. Bring up the good point that people think life is over if you don't have a 4-year degree by your 22-year mark.
Think like that.
And then like if that doesn't happen, the rest of your life is just garbage. You are not a success, and you don't have some 6-figure job by the time you're 25, and a house, a car, and a kid on the way. Like that's what's frustrating. And I'm like, but then I see someone like you that you're like, no, I'm doing very well for myself right now.
I'm very happy.
And so it's hard for me to like convey that, and that's why I like having you on as an example.
I don't believe it's too late. It's whatever you can give yourself some. You can give yourself some slack. Like, hey, you're not 25. You don't have a 6-figure job. Okay, cool. Now, what can I do to improve myself? That's what I was at that point before I joined the military. Like, I'm not happy at retail.
Yeah.
I could move up the chain, become a store manager, and make a shit ton of money. But do I really want to do that?
But that took a lot of self-reflection, though.
Yeah,
like, and I think people are very scared because you were very comfortable doing retail at that time. Mm-hmm. So and people are like, I'm so scared of the jump. And realistically, now that you look at the jump, you're like, it was a jump to another career, but I don't think it was as crazy of a jump as you expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was time and preparation.
Yeah.
When I was in that time period of whether like, okay, I'm not happy anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm making all this money, cool money's whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I know I can do better for myself. Just interested in the medical field.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Filipino, but
I was gonna mention that, but I didn't mention that. All right.
But yeah, I mean, medical field, I was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, honestly, I just said fuck it.
Yeah.
If I pass, I pass. If I fail, I was already.
What was the worst case scenario? You went back to retail.
Oh yeah. I told the people above me like, hey, I'm leaving for the military. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, I'll reapply.
What people say to you? Because
they were like, what?
That like now that I mean, I'm sure they were puzzled because they're like, wait, how are you? Like, I'm used to like some 20-year-old kid going, that's super military. So
yeah, I've always.
And they probably listen to Godsmack.
No. Since high school, I've always wanted to join the military, but because I was 17, my mom was like, no. So
my mom signed the paper for me. She said don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But now I'm telling everybody. So
yeah. So I was gonna go join the military. It got to a point where like, if I don't join right now at 26, I'm not gonna fucking.
You know what's funny is that's your mentality of people joining at specific times. And I had a roommate that was 34 that joined, and he was like, I knew if I didn't serve my country this year, I wasn't ever going to do it.
Yeah.
And he had a career in Key West, Florida. So,
see what I mean?
But he was like, I'm dead. I need to do this. That's what he told himself.
Yeah.
I need to do this. So like, now's your mental timeline as well, which is kind of interesting because you just, eventually there's like some kind of friction inside of you that says, something's got to give and go that way or this way. What advice would you give to somebody else that is joining around your age, maybe even 30s? What is your advice as the person that should or shouldn't, should they go active, should they go reserves? Let them know your ideas because I've already put mine out on the internet of my thought process, but you are having experience, but you having your own experience of joining when you're older, I think it might be more valuable for you.
Are just thinking about joining the military, just do it. I mean, you'll take more time hesitating on trying to join the military than actually doing it.
Yeah.
I would say just go recruit.
I think that's for everybody. I think that's for people at 18 as well.
Go.
Yeah.
Do it. Just don't. If you think about it, you're gonna sit on that idea for 3 years. And then you're just like, I sometimes I do regret. I'd be like, damn, I should have joined.
Earlier. You don't know how many people tell me that they're like, dude, you joined so perfectly at 18.
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe I was just too dumb. Like I was so naive. I
was too naive to join earlier.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's maturity though.
Yeah.
But if you joined at 18, your career path would have probably been very different than what it is right now.
There's so many changes in the Navy.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. It's like I just joined. I'm already seeing the changes.
Yeah.
To a corpsman who got bonuses.
And she didn't get anything.
I literally graduated from A school, and then all the classes who came after was getting 5, 10, 15 grand. I want to make sure I cover this as well. What I said on this is, if you are a guy with a family or female with a family, and you've got a career, not like I work at Bob's Burgers, but like you have an actual career where you have a pension, something set up, and you just want to do the active duty or the reserve time, that might fulfill your satisfying factor of serving your country. What do you think? If you want to join, you do have a family, you do have a career, and you just need to fulfill that. I think honestly, the smart thing to do, especially if you have a family, you already had a career, just officer. Yeah. Reserves. If you have a bachelor's degree, that's for sure. Yeah, if you do. So I do plan to go officer when I hit the sweet E5 mark.
Yeah.
I always believe, especially more so as a corpsman now, E5 is that sweet spot.
Yeah, it is.
Like you're not a HM3, you're HM2, and you're not HM1. It's like you can go.
I miss it.
Join the Chiefs mess if you want to, or you can just go.
Yeah.
We're looking for officer packages. Always go through instructions. I will tell you is they will beat the idea of reading instructions in your head every time you have a question.
You know what's funny? I try and convey this in a video, and people, they ask me questions. And
you can Google the instructions.
Google. Literally, like most of my videos are Google videos, but I know people want to get the Google. I know people want the video version because they don't want to read through it. They just want someone to tell them.
Yeah, I'm stubborn because I hate reading through stuff because I want to go. It's
black and white. Yeah. But that differentiates you understanding an opportunity or not having opportunity. And that's what I want to convey so much in this video. If you do have questions, you can hit up Nicole down in the comments. Do you want your Instagram on here?
Sure. I'll just link it.
I can link it.
Whatever.
There.
Sure.
So,
okay.
But I hope that you guys got something out of this. Her being on the channel, obviously, I know it's going to be for a very, very niche audience, but I appreciate you guys listening to what she has to say and give you guys some good advice and experience. But as always, guys, if you do have questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.